Uganda and those other places, we have plans of inviting all those leaders to come and they get training in whatever modules we shall be training them. Igaza wa Itman, wakati yomungu students bangi somero ya inipitero gazo mwana ya. Those are things so they are always confusing. Recently, as you know, we received a letter from the police about that school of leadership. We have been challenging them because, as you know, all political parties in Uganda have been training leaders over time. The only difference with the national platform is that for us we are more organized. So that is why they go after everything we try to do. But you've been seeing, even them, even when NRM, whatever they teach is just propaganda. But they teach it. They have something which they call NRM clinics, ideology clinics and all that. They're always telling people lies, giving them fake statistics. But you've not seen police come out and ask them why they are teaching their people. Recently, the FDC also launched what they call the Leadership Academy. We did not see anybody come out to ask them why they do that. But every time it is NUP, they come in. First of all, I want also to confirm that during our first classes, we now know that they sent in police officers or detectives to know what we are teaching. So you can imagine, we are there in our classes and there are people there. And we encourage them to come and be trained. So because they also need that training, they also need to know the history of Uganda so that they avoid taking back the country where it is clear they want to take us. So the police and others, if they want, they can approach our office and get enrolled in the School of Leadership, and we also give them that kind of training. Anyway, yesterday we were supposed to meet them, and the meeting was postponed today, and after here, we shall go and interact with them today afternoon. But we are determined to continue training our leaders, because that is one of the core mandates of the National Unity Platform as a political party. The second thing, ladies and gentlemen, today we had invited you to notify you about our nationwide tour, which was meant to begin on Monday next week. I'm saying meant because, again, you people have been seeing, and the media is here, you've been seeing all other political parties doing their activities in different parts. They do processions, they do whatever. The other day there was an illegal entity which you saw the tent collapse over and all that. But we've not seen the police come and say you people do not continue the activities and all that. Anyway, this morning we received a letter because on Monday we were supposed to be in Bundibujo, Tuesday in Bushenyi, Wednesday in Kunjiri, Thursday in Tungamwa, and Friday in Sinjiro. When we notified them about these meetings, today they wrote a letter to us inviting us for a meeting on Thursday next week and saying you cannot go on with your activities until we finish having a meeting with you. Now, there's a good saying in Uganda, Mulimba umwelekera paka umulya bana olugero temulumanya ate. Now, we have decided to do the same thing. We want to take them on with their lives until, so the programs that were supposed to begin on Monday this next week, we have decided that we are going to begin them on Monday the following week. But we shall still do those activities. We are just transplanting the entire program as it was, and we're going to do it from Monday the following week after interacting with them on Thursday next week. We know their intention is, of course, to try and make us lose time, because you can imagine the whole week is gone, because we were supposed to begin on Monday next week. But we do not want to give them an excuse to abduct our people, to do whatever they've been doing, the case they've been doing. So we have taken a decision that let us go, interact with them. We are going to, of course, try to ask them if we can do that meeting earlier. Because if you say that investigations were complete, why do you say we meet on Thursday and not on Monday next week so that our programs continue? Whatever they say, we've decided we are going to go and engage with them and resume our activities. And we are going to, when we resume, we shall have resumed, and we'll try to move to as many places as possible in this country. Ebyange tebadde bingi olunaku lwa leero, ekisooka kwe kwebaza abakulembeze mwe n'abali wano n'okutangaaza ku nsonga bbiri. Ekisooka, essomero lyaffe ery'abakulembeze ligenda mu maaso bulungi nnyo. Buli Lwakubiri, Lwakusatu n'Olwokuna abantu baffe abakulembeze ne bamemba bajja ne basoma. Era ennaku ezo tubadde overwhelmed by numbers. Era bw'otuuka ku geeti yaffe awo ogenda kusangawo abalina enkalala. Bw'oba toli registered kubanga enamba zibadde nnyingi nnyo abaagala kusoma so nga classes zaffe zikyali ntonoko. Naye inshallah tujja kusobola okugaziya ekifo kyaffe tubeere nga tusobola okusomesa enamba esingawo. Nga bwe mwalaba poliisi yavaayo mu byafaayo bya Uganda, simanyi nti baali bakoze ekyo. Era ndowooza mulaba amaanyi NUP ge bataddeko ne bawandika ebbaluwa nti twagala kutegeera. Bansaba ebintu bisatu. Babuuza essomero lyammwe lirina status ki? Nti babuuza essomero muliraba liryawo. Ekyokubiri, musomesa biki? Kakati poliisi eyagala kumanya NUP byesomesa abakulembeze baayo. Ekyokusatu ne babuuza nti twagala kulaba bwe baani abasomesa. Era bwendi wano ndi musomesa, pulezidenti waffe naye asomesa, era abaana baffe abayizi baffe balina omukisa nti pulezidenti wano obuzireeza ajja kukola ki? Kubasalako abasomese. Kakati tubadde bakubasinkana olunaku lwajjo ne bongezebwayo bwe tuva wano tukyagenda naye tujja banyonyola ebyo bye mbagambye. Ekisooka, tulaba ebibiina byonna ebirala nga bisomesa bamemba baabyo, tetulabangako poliisi ng'evaayo ng'ebabuuza lwaki musomesa abakulembeze bammwe. Tubadde tutendeka abantu baffe era oluusi tubatendekera mu hall eno nawala. Naye kati okuba nti National Unity Platform esazeewo nebeera nga kyekibiina ekisoose mu history ya Uganda okuteekawo essomero lyakyo, eyo achievement ebakubye wala ndowooza ne bafuna akatengo ne bagamba kati bayite bano. Era temwewuunya enkya bwe batandika okugamba nti bano batendeka balebo simanyi bali mu subversive activities n'ebirala nga bwe baze bakola ebintu ebyo. Temulowooza nti kyankwanzira NRM. Ekyo no kitongole kya gavumenti bakiwamba nga bwe bawamba ebitongole ebirala byonna. Kubanga njogedde nti NUP esoose, oli ayinza okulowooza nti kyankwanza ati ekyo kyalibadde ekitongole kya gavumenti bagiyita National Leadership Institute, naye bakiwamba ne batandika okusomesezaayo ebya NRM. Bwe baba nga baagala kusomesera NRM baali badde batandikawo essomero lyabwe nga ffe bwe twakola. Era mwalaba mu mawulire bwe twamala kulonkinga essomero lyaffe nabo ne bavaayo ne bagamba naffe tuli mu nteekateeka tugenda kuteekawo essomero. Nawe ffe tetufaayo kubanga ffe tukulembera, abalala ne bakola ki? Kati ensonga y'okubiri ebadde ku nationwide tour. Nga bwe mumanyi twali tutalaaga eggwanga era ebiseera ebyo twagenda Masaka nga tugenda bwe twali bagenda Mityana ne bavaayo ne bawa ensonga ezisinga okuba wiiki ne bagamba enkuŋŋaana zammwe tuziyimiriza. Naye ne tutwamu ne tubawandiikira kubanga ffe tetuli bamenyi b'amateeka. Tubadde tulina okugenda next week nga Monday tubadde tulina okubeera buli bujo Tuesday nga tuli Bushenyi, ku Lwokusatu nga tuli Lukunjiri, ku Lwokuna nga tuli Ntungamo ne ku Lwokutaano nga tuli Isingiro. Era abantu beeyo batwesunze nnyo naddala abeesunze pulezidenti waabwe bwe balonda. Naye olunaku lwaleero nafunye ebbaluwa okuva eri poliisi era ng'ebbaluwa egamba nti batuyise mu lukiiko ku Lwokuna. Bakimanyi nti mitingi olukuŋŋaana lwaffe olusooka lubadde lwakubeerawo ku Monday, naye bo ne batuyita ku Lwakuna olwa wiiki ejja mumugye tuwayeemu era mujja genda mu maaso ne meeting zammwe after that. Anyway, nga bwe mbagambye omulimba omwolekera mpaka ku mulyango era naffe bwete bwe tusazeewo nti kale mu kifo ky'okubawa chance ekozesa effujjo n'ebirala ne bakwata abantu baffe ne babawamba ne babatuusako obulabe bungi, tusazeewo nti meetings ezo tuzikyuse zibeere za wiiki eryeddako, tusooke tumiitinge nabo tuwulire biki bye batugamba. Naye nga bwe nabategeeza mu bbaluwa yange, ffe tuli beetegefu okugoberera amateeka kubanga era tubadde tugoberera amateeka. Naye kye tutayagala, kye tutasobola kukkiriza kwe kuyisa NUP mu ngeri y'enjawulo ku bibiina ebirala oba ku bantu abalala. Naawe abamenya amateeka muze mubiraba nga banaffe abali mu bibiina ebyenjawulo n'abo bamenya amateeka nga ba PLU n'abalala nga bakola processions ku makubo bakola ki juzi n'alabye abamu nga sigenda gendayo naye kyogedde ku muzindaalo naye abo ne babaleka ne bagenda mu maaso nga bakola bye baagala naye bwe kituuka ku NUP ne bateekawo bino ebiragiro n'amateeka agatali mu mateeka so tukyagenda tuchallenginge ebyo byonna byonna bye bagezaako okwogera n'ebigambo ebyo muzikirize nyanirize deputy president waffe era yagenda otuyitira president ayogereko gye people power our power NUP everywhere. Mama, give me just 1 minute. No, why here? Membership registration is ongoing. Abantu baffe tugenda maaso n'obawandiisa era yonna gy'oli mu ggwanga tulina abantu baffe bali eyo osobola okwefunira kaadi ya National Unity Platform.
Thank you so much, the Right Honorable Secretary General. Your Excellency, the de facto and the jure president, duly elected of the Republic of Uganda. I love drumming that. Just last week I was drumming it on a panel with the UPTF and they looked at me. I also looked at them because it is the truth. Yes. The members of parliament here present, all of you here present, the media, the Secretary General, kunga. Omuntu wawa? Yes. I'm not going to waste time. My role is very simple, to invite our president. However, Your Excellency, allow me to take this opportunity to thank the entire National Unity Platform Party for the solidarity you showed, you led in practice when we sent our Aaron to the Father. It was noble, it was grand. I thank each one of you for your presence, for your sacrifices, the finances. I look at it, I'm like, oh my goodness. This is people power in practice. How are the four? Neyanzeke. Kakati. Tetuja kupoa. We are going to comply with the delaying tactics of the state excesses. That is not only police. It is the state at work. We will comply. As I stated earlier, we are still very young, vibrant, led by that vibrancy, and we will stretch them until at old age. You know, all players, what they do, they slaughter them. So we will stretch them to that level. Hey, and this afternoon we will be going, as the SG has rightfully shared with you people. What is your role? Because I wouldn't want you to be spectators. What is your role in all this? 1, do not go back to your closet. 2, speak, tweet. Just be visible. Act, inform us, encourage us. This is our journey together. It's not for the SG alone. Matters he was the one summoned. It's not for him alone. It's for all of us. Let us participate. And I love our creativity. So on that note, and with a call to action, and with a heart full of gratitude, allow me, with his own dedicated song, invite that special, anointed, duly elected, de facto, de jure, President of the Republic of Uganda, Bobi.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy. Thank you very much. People power. Our power. People power. Our power. People power. NUP. Everywhere. NUP. Adui nani? Adui nani? Adui nani? Adui nani? Tusonge mbele, tusonge mbele. People power, our power, NUP, and everywhere. Thank you very much, comrade. Please take your seats. Thank you very much, Madam Deputy, for the kind introduction. Many times when you introduce me to come and speak, I look behind me because many times when you talk about me, I feel like the person you're talking about is much greater than myself. Thank you very much. We don't take that kindness for granted. Comrades, as we meet today, allow me to once again communicate the sad news of the sudden passing of the father to our noble comrade, the Honorable Nsamba Oshabe Patrick. His father passed away last night, and we'll be laying him to rest on Sunday in Kasanda. Please, on behalf of the National Unity Platform and all his friends, receive our condolences. I also want to add my voice in appreciating many of you that showed up to commiserate with our Deputy President when she lost her son recently. We continue to stand with you, Mama, and thank you for being a symbol of strength. You are the one who lost a son, but you're the one comforting us to the present day. Thank you very much for being who you are. As we are here today at the ceremonial grounds in Kololo, General Museveni and his bootlickers are spending yet again billions of taxpayers' money, thanking himself for having spent almost 40 years in power, congratulating him for having successfully subjugated the people of Uganda, forgetting that there is yet another unstoppable generation which will represent. So yes, while they eat and make merry, courtesy of our taxpayers' money, we are busy trying to encourage the masses not to give up. I also want to salute some of the comrades. Jagalubala Musako Mwina, Nadalabo Abatacha Fugika, Namemuri Neswapura O Mukisa, Nakujuno, Tacha Fugika. They always got it, Mama. Congratulations and happy belated birthday, Comrade Swabra. Friends, it has been a long time since we interacted, since we had a chat, and between then and now, so much has been happening in our country that warrants your attention, our attention. I'll speak about the worsening human rights situation in Uganda. About 3 weeks ago, our comrade, Maiga Ronald, went missing. And a week later, when he showed up, he reported to us about his gross torture. This young man went missing for a week, and when he resurfaced, he had all these wounds of torture. He told us that he had been detained, but terrible, much more terrible than that, this young man was raped in custody. He was sodomized by soldiers in CMI. Yes, that's what happens. Onomvubuka bamuamba namala wiki namba gatalabika. Newe yalabikako nga bamutochalinze bamutulugunyiza nga bamulidde n'ebisiyaga ku CMI ate nga si asoose ne bwe weddirayo. It is shameful, it is painful, but we have to talk about these things because this is the reality. This is the reality. Our comrade Maiga Ronald is one of the many political prisoners that were arrested in 2021. 4 of them, including him,
were released by the court-martial on bail, but many of them remained. There were 32 altogether, including Olivia Rutaya, who is still in prison. So my case of sodomy is not new. We have shown you young boys that have been sexually assaulted by soldiers in Ugandan military uniform in CMI. He recorded the same statement at the police, escorted by our lawyers. But we still know that nothing is going to be done, because this regime has weaponized sexual assault, it has weaponized sodomy, it has weaponized rape against women and men as a way of torture against members of the opposition. This week, former RCC Ewan Anderson Burora was detained. Apparently, he was harassing or annoying Madam Anita Mong. Interestingly, a few months ago, the same Burora was on the media all over, mocking the victims of torture. Those victims, Burora was on TV and radio, constantly mocking them and saying they are faking their stories to get asylum. Today, Burora is in prison on the same trumped up charges. Of course, we criticize that lawlessness, and yes, we call for his freedom. And we hope that the plight of Burora communicates to those people in the regime, the NRM members, even to us here, that in a sinking boat called Uganda, nobody is safe. Tewali ali safe. Mulyato liri mukubira. Burora abadde RCC amaze banga dene ng'ajerega ng'asekerera era ng'akiina bannaffe ababa bawambiddwa ne batuusibwako ebikolobero ebifaanana bwe bityo, naye ne Burora bamukutte mbu abuza Madam Anita Mongo emirembe, kubanga Burora amaze ebbanga ng'ayogerera Anita Mongo ku bubbi Anita Mongo bwakulembedde mu parliament. Kati Burora ali mu kkomera. Tuvumirira okukwata n'okutulugunya Burora. Tuyinza obutakkaanya naye n'ebyakola obutakkaanya nabyo, naye twagala naye afuna eddembe lye. Eryo eddembe lyabadde alemesa bannayuganda okufuna, twagala alifune, twagala afune obwenkanya. We want him to get the justice that he has so many times helped in denying the people of Uganda, because we believe that nobody should be subjected to lawlessness. So we add our voices in calling for his release and fair hearing. About the evictions in Lubigi, many of you have seen our people displaced in Lubigi, in Nansana, in Abweru, and many other places. We are still concerned about the manner in which NEMA conducted himself, whether it is right or wrong. It was supposed to deal with these people in a humane way, giving them human dignity and taking into consideration their economic situation. Bagenze ne basengula ebikumi n'ebikumi by'abantu, families nyingi tebalina we basula, tebalina we basalwa, abamu nga balina n'abaana bato. NEMA kyonna kyegenderera oba ntuufu mu bigendererwa byayo oba nkyamu, kiri clear ti enkola gye yakozeemu ebintu bino gyawadde ekitiibwa bulamu bw'abantu, tyatunulidde na nyingiza y'abantu. Twawulidde tibalina n'enteekateeka okusenda abantu abalala bangi, newankubadde ate zi factories eziri mu ntobazi ne zi petrol station eziri mu ntobazi tezikwatibwako kubanga z'abakungu mu gavumenti. Naye era tumanyi nti ebyo bye bimu ku bigenda okuleetera bannayuganda okumanya nti tewali agenda balwanirira okujjako bo kennyini. I want to speak on the grand corruption and theft at Parliament. Scandals have continued to unfold at Parliament recently, including 3 regime MPs that were charged for corruption. Apparently, they were asking the Uganda Human Rights Commission for a kickback before they passed the budget of the commission. We were not surprised by the audacity of these MPs, because I mean, if their colleagues can pocket up to 1 trillion shillings meant for war hospital, if they can pocket billions of money made for COVID victims, then these ones saw it as child's play. Museveni ordered a budget that was already passed to go back to parliament. Not because he was angry about the corruption. No, he was only angry because he was outsmarted by his very MPs. Because he saw that they stole more of public funds than himself. So he decided to send back an already passed budget. Now this should tell us more about zero independence of the three arms of government. I mean, if elected members of parliament can be abducted outside the court and they are disappeared. Members of parliament, moreover from the ruling party, then all of us should be reminded of where we stand in this Uganda of today. Mulabi mwina obubbi obugenda maaso mu parliament. Obubbi obungi juzi ba MPs basatu aba NRM ekibiina ekiri mu buyinza wadde kyawamba buwambe basindikiddwa mukomera oluvannyuma lw'okusaba enguzi ekitongole ekirina okuba nga kirwanira eddembe ly'obuntu mu ggwanga nga tebannayisa bajeti yaabwe. Naye era nga bwe mbagamba kino tekirina twewuunyisa kubanga bwe baba nga bannaabwe basobola okubba akatabali kakalamba akalina okubeerako eddwaliro ly'e Lubowa, baba basobola okubba obumbi n'obumbi obulina okubeera sente zirina okuyamba okugula ebyuma ebiyamba okussa ku balwadde ba COVID. Then bano balaba nti kya bulijjo. Era nga bwe mbagambye nti Museveni okusindika bajeti yayisiddwa edda ku mukolo ye kennyini gwabaddeko. Bagize mu palamenti bagiyise buto. Tekiraga nti yali alwanyisa nguzi, wabula yanyiga bunyiizi ti banne ate abakozi be ba MP be bamusinga okubba sente z'omusolo n'agamba nedda tebayinza musinga mukazanyuke n'agisindika eddeeyo. Ekyo njagala kibalage bassebo ne bannyabo nti amasiga ga gavumenti asatu tegakyetengerera n'omulundi n'ogumu. Kati eri one man show, Saabaddi kyasalawo kyekitambula. Eyo ye Uganda gye tulimu. About our school of leadership, the Secretary General has already told you about our school of leadership and its status. We've said it before and we say it again that as NUP we believe that the abuse of office and power in Uganda is not by accident. No, this is partly as a result of having leaders in public offices that are not grounded in skill and in morality. So as part of the solution, we opened the NUP School of Leadership in our old headquarters in Kamocha. And like I said at the ceremony, we intended to nurture a new breed of leaders that respect their offices and the people that put them in their offices. Of course, police has summoned us to apparently explain what we teach in that school. Twagulawo essomero lino kubanga twamanya nti waliwo obuzibu mu bukulembeze bwaffe. Ekyokubeera nti tulina abakulembeze abataasa kitiibwa mu ofiisi zaabwe, abakozesa obubi obuyinza. Twakiraba nti si accident wabula kyagendererwa. Embeera y'obukulembeze bwetu mu ggwanga kuba tulina abakulembeze tebalina bumanyirivu, tebalina na buntu bulamu, tebalina buntu, tebalina mpisa. Kyatutandisawo essomero lyaffe. Tuteekewo abakulembeze abapya, omugijjo gw'abakulembeze omupya nga tebalina bubeezi bumanyirivu naye nga balina n'empisa ez'abateekebwamu ez'abayigirizibwa, morality mu bukulembeze. Naye era nga bwe mwalabye kati batuyise mbu tubannyonnyole essomero lyaffe erisomesa ki. Secretary General waffe ne ttiimu bajagendayo naye ate ne wano mumpe omukisa mbannyonnyole essomero lyaffe okusookera ddala liyigiriza lyakuggyako Museveni. Ekyokubiri tetukomaawo wabula twagala tuyigirize bannayuganda ekyokuzzaako nga tumaze okuggyako dictator. In this our school week, the first thing we teach is to free ourselves from dictatorship. And like Comrade Weiss was explaining, one of the most important books that we break down in all languages, even in sign language, is a book by Jean Sharp called From Dictatorship to Democracy, because we are on a mission to move Uganda from a dictatorship to a democracy. And not only that, but after that, we want to prepare those leaders to build a new country, a country where their children and grandchildren are going to be proud to be citizens. So that is